Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have I know it's kind of dark around me, but I want to get you guys to see my face. Anyway, so today I want to talk about Goten and Trunks. I don't know what Toei is doing. I don't know what they're trying to get at. I don't know if they're happy with their decisions that they make. I just don't understand. I just don't get Toei. Like I said in my last, I'm done with Toei. I am literally done with Toei. I am done with their shit. I'm still gonna watch Dragon Ball, but I'm just done with Toei. They don't know how to do, they're not doing story correctly. You know what I mean? Like, if we're going off of, if they're trying to make a good story, which I believe they're not, they're just trying to make money off of it, which is stupid way to have a company. But anyway, like, it's just like, I don't understand, like, why is Goten and Trunks still looking like babies? Like, they look like they're like 3, 8 maybe. It's still like they look young. They're supposed to be like, Trunks is 15 and Goten is 14. They should look like it. Trunks in the History of Trunks special was 15 when future Gohan died. He looked like he was 15. This Trunks looked like he's like 10, 11. Like, he looks young. He looks like a baby. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Like, I get they're trying to like keep the characters, get the kids interested because there's other kids in the show. But if you're not showing those kids every episode, what's the use of doing that? You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason that they said they kept some characters looking young, was because they wanted to get the character, they want to get kids to, watch the show. And like, it's, you kind of go against yourself when you say, I want kids to watch the show, so I put the kids that are supposed to be older, and I keep them kids, but I don't show them in every episode. So the kids that are watching the show, they're not seeing kids in every episode, so they're not going to be interested. They're going to leave anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't understand, like, where that reasoning comes from. You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, if you say, okay, Goten and Trunks are still kids, so the other kids, the kids that watch the show, can have something to relate to, right? But let's not show them in every episode, so the kids will get bored and not watch the show. Like, that just goes against your whole reasoning to keep them as kids. Just get them grow up, make them grow up, draw them to be older. Like, do that, please. And if you don't want to, if you do that, you still have other kids in the show. You introduced Pan, you introduced Bulla. They're still kids. They're babies. Well, Pan is a little older, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, they're young. You know what I mean. They're still kids. So get that. Do that. I don't understand, like, where the whole, like, I want kids to watch the show, but we're not going to show the kids that's in the show every time, every episode. Like, kids want to see the same thing in every episode. That's why they watch shows like Strawberry Shortcake, or I don't know, Disney. That's why they watch Disney kids shows, because there's kids in every show and they can relate, or they like what they do. You know what I mean? It's something similar to them, but they're not doing that with the show. So I just don't understand why they're making them kids. Also, like, we haven't seen GOTENKS in, like, ever since the introduction of Beerus. So I believe it was the introduction of Beerus. Yeah, because when they was on the boat, that was last time we seen GOTENKS, in Super, right? That's how I remember. So I don't. Then all the times where they had chances to show GOTENKS, you know what I mean, they just left it out for some reason. I don't understand. Like, it would have been a much longer, like, GT. Take GT for example, right? So we had so many chances in GT to see GOTENKS. We had against Baby. Well, no, we had when they were possessed by Baby, and they needed if they really needed something to beat Goku with, GOTENKS would have been that person. You know what I mean? Like, come on, he still would have been bad. It wouldn't have changed anything. He just would have been a lot stronger and strong enough to deal with Goku, because obviously GOTENKS, Super Saiyan GOTENKS, in Z, Super Saiyan GOTENKS was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? So that means that then Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS was way beyond that, you know what I mean? So it was, why can't you just use GOTENKS to fight Goku? Like, that would have been a great fight, honestly. Like, he would have to fight his son and, you know, like his son's friend and, well, his friend's son, you know. So like, that would have been something interesting to see, you know. But they didn't do it. They had so many chances. They don't take those chances they have to put stuff that we want to see in the show, you know. And it's like, what are y'all trying to do with this? Like, you're not trying to make a story, because the story's already shitty. Super story is already weird as shit sometimes. I like the Tournament of Power arc, though. The Tournament of Power arc was pretty good because they introduced a lot of characters, but then they still messed up because they didn't show half of the characters, or they didn't show like anything else than them getting thrown off the stage, right? I want to see that Fox dude that Krillin had fought. I want to see his backstory. I want to see all this. I want to see stuff like that, you know. They hopefully they continue that with the new Super adaptation, you know. So hopefully, if Broly, I'm pretty sure this Broly movie is gonna blow up, you know, but it's gonna be really, really big. So I think they're gonna do the Dragon Ball Super show again. I don't know if it's gonna be called Super. It might be called Super. It might not. I don't know. But anyway, it's like, I hope that they change a lot of stuff, because the end of Z is coming up really quickly, and especially after the Tournament of Power. The Tournament of Power was, I guess, for me, it was like, okay, after Tournament of Power, the end of Z should be coming in a couple years. So they need to hurry up and grow these kids if they want to continue with the end of Z. You know, I mean, if they want to continue with the continuity of the end of Z that Toriyama had made. And by the looks of it, it doesn't seem like that's what they're doing, and that worries me, because if that's the case, then we're not going to see Goten older. You're not going to see, you know, Trunks older. You're not going to see any of that, you know. So it's like, what's going to happen? And on top of that, that makes me worried for Oob. Like, where is Oob going to come in? When is Oob going to come? I know they referenced it in Super, but like for the Tournament of Power, but he was still a baby, right? But years are about to pass, and like Oob, hopefully they should bring Oob in. They need to bring Oob in. Like, I'm sick of him. Like I'm sick of him. Every time I see Oob on the internet, it's always, oh, he's useless, he's trash, he sucks. Yeah, that's because they wrote him to be like that. If they change the writing, if they fix the writing, he will be so much better. He's a great character. I love his character, but it's just they didn't do him any justice, especially in GT. They fucking trashed him in GT. And the end of Z was meant to be Goku passing off the legacy to get stronger with Oob and his kids and their kids. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to pass it off. And then in the end of GT, you know, we saw like the same, you know, Goku Jr., right? Now that's GT, so people are like, it's not canon, but I mean, technically Dragon Ball Z isn't canon either, so so it's just, you know, yeah, I just don't believe that they should retcon the end of Z. It just wouldn't be a good idea, especially with Goten and Trunks, with the kids, you know, the next generation, new generation. I made a video about this a while ago, about the new generation of, you know, kids, you know, adult GOTENKS, you know, girl GOTENKS, you know, more fusions with the kids, you know, like Pan and Bulla, you know, Pan and Bulla. I know there was one for Dragon Ball, for the Dragon Ball Dokkan, for Dragon Ball Heroes, like fusion. I don't know what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's like Pan Bulla or Bullpan. That's what it is. Bullpan. It was Bullpan. She looks dope, but you know, they do stuff like that for next generation. Let stuff happen. You know what I mean? Like for me, when I make a show, like if I was to make a show like this, and I probably will in the future, you know, in the like later future, I make my own animation shows and stuff like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Like I want to ask the people, ask my fans, ask the people on social media, ask them, hey, what do you want to see? Do you want to see more fusions? Do you want to see this? Do you want to see that? And if they want to see something, as long as it's not too outlandish, I'll put it in there, you know? Like, some people want to see Super Saiyan 5 from Goku. It's like, okay, that's not really logical because there's no, like, what's the use of that? Like, Super Saiyan 5 at this point is kind of useless, you know what I mean? So, unless it's like Super Saiyan 5 is some other forgotten Saiyan form that, you know, nobody has ever achieved in ever life, which, I mean, it would make sense if Goku was to achieve Super Saiyan 5, but if it's even possible, if Toriyama even thought that far, which, I mean, to be honest, I don't even think that he thinks to the next arc, you know what I mean? Especially when it, like, think about what happened in Z with the Buu arc, right? I don't think he was thinking like what was going to happen in the next arc, because, like, come on, like we could have saw Buhan, not Buhan. Well, we did see Buhan, but we saw Gokan, which was supposed to be Goku and Gohan fused, right? So that would have been something interesting for the next arc, which was the next arc after Buu. Well, there was no next arc after Buu. It was the end of Z. But that would be interesting to see, you know what I mean? And that would be interesting to, like, for them to redo, you know, or something like that, you know. So I don't know, like, it's because I know that Super does take place in between the end of the Buu arc to the end of Z, right? 7 years. I think it's 7 years, something like that, you know. So where, like, I hope they're thinking of what's gonna happen in the end of Z. Unless they already have a plan that they're gonna retcon the end of Z, or they have a plan where they're gonna, like, all of a sudden in one episode, Goten and Trunks and everybody is appropriate and look what they look like, or maybe after the movie and then in this new Super show, they might change it. They might change the, you know, all that stuff for the characters to be grown up or to look the way they're supposed to look, you know what I mean, and to act the way they're supposed to act, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know, this is just me talking about mainly it's Goten and Trunks. So if you guys have any have any comments, you have anything you want to say about what I just said, comment in description below and let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys for watching. I do these every week, talk about, you know, anything anime related that I feel like I want to talk about at the time, you know. So, and if you guys want me to talk about something, let me know in the comments below. Just let me know. If you watched all the way through, you deserve a whole crown. You got a crown right there. Well, I won't edit it in there, but you got an imaginary crown. Think of it as an imaginary crown. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.